part of their no bull warranty.
Yep.
The guy said, well, we don't honor, I said, whoa, and he goes, wait, I'll take it back, but he said, that's not part of the no bull. I said, so it is bull then. I said, LL Bean will take anything back. He didn't like that.
Carl also shouts it out.
Look at all the Carl's places he's
What's that?
shopping at. I'm like, look at you, you're
Carl
shopping
Eddie
at.
Bauer too, but I don't know.
That's
if
what
Eddie
I was
Bauer
gonna say.
I'm taking Christmas gift ideas right now.
I don't like Eddie Bauer, there's
I
no
can see him
shrimp.
at a pottery barn.
You know, LL Bean though, we have snowshoes.
$100.
Snowshoes.
Yeah.
And, you know, my wife and I have used them like 10 times in 8 years, you know what I mean? Once or twice a year we use them. So her strap breaks on her snowshoe. We go up to LL Bean, not even a question asked, they just gave her 2 brand new ones. I mean, like, really, it's like incredible.
Orange, Joe, I had an orange hunting cap that I ordered, a winter one, with the ear flaps that come down from the inside. I must have had that thing 20 years. A couple of years ago, it was so well used, the bill came off, you know, was coming loose from the, you know, the cap itself. So I called them, you know, their customer service, they said, package it up, send it back.
That's awesome.
There was no, I told them, I said, look, I've had this thing 20 years, they said, don't worry about it, send it back. That's all, that's covered.
Was it Telford?
Joe, have you bought any pants from, Duluth?
Not yet, I'm actually, that's the next thing I'm gonna buy, Carl, is some socks and
There's,
pants.
the ones with the flex build in are really good.
That's what I was.
There, I pay attention.
Man, hey, I was shocked that, Vince ex-wife passed away.
Oh, I know, dude.
I couldn't believe it.
Dude, I'll tell you what, she was diagnosed on January 28th. She was dead on February 16th. I mean,
Marie Parton came over, Sid went across the street and told Marie,
yeah.
and I just couldn't.
You have the recorder on? All right, let's go ahead and call the street, sidewalks, and utility meetings to order. Leslie, if you could take roll, please.
Scott,
Yes.
Carl,
Here.
Nick Garlic,
Yes.
All right, we got any additions or deletions this evening?
Yes.
All right, go ahead,
Oh,
Ben.
that was my vote. That was my present.
Oh.
I didn't have my mic on.
All right, we have the minutes from the February 9th meeting. So everybody's had a chance to review.
Yes, I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes as they're written.
All right, all right, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, budget, Joe and Leslie.
The budget is on track. I kind of included did I include it? I'm sorry if I didn't put it in this packet. We've just had a couple expensive just for some repairs, but nothing that has cause for concern or anything like that.
Okay. What is the budget of your department, Joe, like overall for the year? Do you know off the top of your head?
No, not for this one,
Okay,
because it comes out of 6 different line items: water, sewer,
Right.
general, tax,
yeah.
highway.
Anybody have any questions on the budget? I know you guys review it monthly and appreciate the attention to detail on that.
We're always under, I can tell you that.
Number 2, the 2021 capital improvement projects. First one being Thompson Johnson Road paving project, and that bid is awarded. Fill us in.
I've spoken with the contractor, Chagrin Valley Paving. Tentatively, their plan is to begin the first or second week in May. So asphalt plants don't usually open till middle April. He didn't want to commit to an exact date yet until he finds out when that process happens.
So what's the estimate of time for start to finish?
I would think less than a month. I mean, 3
Probably
weeks
just like
maybe?
normal, Ben, probably 2 to 3 weeks. You know, they'll grind it off, any full depth repairs, they'll fix those, and then any fixes to the catch basins and manholes, and then we'll put first layer on, and then a couple days after that, we'll put the top layer on.
Very cool. Yeah, it'll be nice. That road can use it for sure. Well, number 3, Joe, anything new on that, hopefully? No.
Yeah, Brian is supposed to be out there tomorrow, do some work on it, and hopefully get us some pump test numbers. Last year, we did a test on this well last year, and it was pumping between 450 and 480 gallons per minute, so we're hoping for the same thing or a little bit better.
And anything that we're doing on that as far as with Akron and whatnot, that's all taken its process? Isn't that from well number 3?
No,
Yeah.
that's well number 5.
It's for well number 5.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, well number 3 is more with the
By the trust.
landowners up there, right. Okay, so I'm sorry, say that, because I was thinking about something as you were saying that. So you're testing it again tomorrow?
Yeah, we're hoping to test it, clean it out a little bit, and test it again tomorrow to get some pump test numbers. We should have something for you, hopefully
Okay.
by tomorrow night.
And we're hoping it'll be similar to that 450 to 480 we had
It'll be
in
at
the
least
past.
the 450. There's no reason for it to go down in a year's time. We're hoping for a little better than that.
Gotcha.
But I don't think last time we measured the effect on the other well, did we?
Yeah, Snap was measuring the effect on the other wells. Yeah.
I'm saying last time we tested it, did we test the other wells, see if it impacted them?
We checked the other wells, yeah,
What was the result of that?
inch or so.
That,
Inch or so. It was nothing major.
it did impact them.
Yeah.
Do you do it simultaneously or one after the
No,
other?
what it is there's floats in our 2 wells off of 608. So they can check while we're testing the pump, or the new well on the tracks, we can then check to see if our wells are dropping while that one's being tested. So you're pumping mass flow out of that one
Yeah.
on the tracks, and then you see if your wells are being affected at all, or how greatly they're being affected.
Okay, and it only fell an inch?
Right.
Yes.
There's a benefit regardless, because you got the ability to go from 3 feeds instead of 2.
Right.
It'd be nice to know that it's not really gonna,
Yeah, you're draining from 3, but you're
you gotta
getting the
stick
same
the
amount
third
of
straw in
water.
the same bathtub, you wanna make sure that the 2 straws don't get negated by the third one.
Yeah.
What's the point of the third one, so.
Okay, and so then number 5.
Catch basin repair program is just going,
No, well number 5. It's
Oh,
saying site
that's-
location agreement sent back to Akron. Just any update on that?
Yeah, Tom just sent me the agreement today, and then it's going to council on Thursday
Okay.
to allow us to enter an agreement with them.
And that's the one we're talking about further out.
Correct.
Okay. Any other comments on the wells right now?
So does that agreement cover additional parcels?
It covers the parcels,
that we identified?
yeah, well, not the ones at the corner of Gingrich and 87. Those they will not do. It's across the street.
Right, but it's additional parcels that we
Yeah,
identified.
yeah.
All right, the catch basins, Joe?
catch basins are still being identified. There's going to be at least 6 new ones in Woodsong. I know there's a couple in Glen Valley, and then we have them all over 87. Try to get those within the next year or so before they repave that road.
You think cars driving over them is the main thing that causes the,
No, I think it's the way they're built. A lot of them are older and they do it brick and mortar.
Yeah.
So if, when you do the brick and mortar, it's just a simple job. They don't tuck point the mortar, so the brick becomes loose. Once it gets all that water and stuff in there over time, freeze and thaw, and it just causes the mortar to break loose, and then the bricks come out
bricks
with
crumble.
movement from the vehicles on top.
Were the bricks, the old concrete bricks, or were they,
Clay.
they were clay?
Most of them are clay.
So is Joe putting another phase in? Is he talking about it?
I haven't gotten anything at Village Hall.
Yeah.
He sent all the homeowners a letter. They're going to put 20 houses, extend Royal Oak.
So do we make sure when that happens, the catch basins are built the way we want them
Yeah,
to?
he's going to, Mr. Mayor, the timeframe that he gave all us homeowners in the letters this summer, they're going to extend it. They've already dumped a lot of piles of dirt there. I don't know if they're from the homes that Alron's putting up over
Those
there.
are, yeah,
Yeah, probably are.
they are.
But anyway, there's a little bit of movement, but I knew this was coming a long time ago.
Just want to make sure the catch basins are.
Oh,
poured
absolutely,
and
they
not
need to
brick,
do
like we
them
just
right.
talked about.
but when you say extend Royal Oak, that goes on to,
It's gonna loop,
Township
it's gonna go, actually, it's gonna loop around Timber Ridge I'm wrong on the street. Timber Ridge is getting extended
okay,
behind Royal Oak on, the side that, Fred and Bonnie Nedved live on and, Naples.
It's already there. The road they cleared
It's
2
gonna
years
loop
ago.
around to Woodsong.
oh, that
Road they
It's
becomes,
gonna be a
Two
loop
years ago.
around, just kinda like Sawgrass is in the middle.
those
and
two
just-
connect, okay.
Like I said, he indicated 20 houses. I have the letter if you'd like a copy of it.
That's fine. I just want to make sure I knew he was moving
Yeah.
forward.
When he
had
puts in the
made-
plans for the road, we'll make sure it calls for pour.
He indicated too that he was gonna be, approaching P and Z on this. I thought maybe it'd be on the agenda tonight. That's why when I
Talk to
came
you,
in, I
Tom.
looked.
The only reason, one of the engineers was asking for records, and he sent a preliminary, like, layout, basically showing that they're extending the road, but I haven't gotten anything formal.
That, on the original print I got when I had my house building, the overall development, it showed that as future, construction there, that loop around.
Right. All right, very good. More building in the village, like that. All right, new business, we have the adjustment journal from February.
These are the adjustments that are done due to the, delay in the mail from the postage.
Post office getting any better?
I think so,
I'm finding my mail coming more on
but
time.
it's kind of hit or miss, like you'll still get sometimes some late ones, but
Yeah, my paychecks mail on a Wednesday, and I almost 100% of the time get them on Thursday or Friday even. Then it was going to the next Tuesday, but now they're back to coming on Friday or Saturday, so it is pulling back in.
I just had a couple things shipped priority mail. One took 3 weeks from Missouri, and one took about 4 days from California. So it made no sense to me that,
Yeah.
so it's got to be the post office.
yeah, it's still kind of hit or miss sometimes, so. I mean, it's getting better, they're just not as large batches, but
I'd love to see a report after this of how much money companies made because of it, because like, I think I mentioned this before, but Kohl's, we got a $27 bill, and we didn't buy anything from them. It was a late fee from a payment before, but we mailed it like 2 weeks before it was due. So we called them and they waived it. But how many people just pay that, especially if you have a $130 bill and you get a 27 late charge, you don't even pay attention, you just mail it. Some companies are loving it, I can
That
guarantee
happened to me
you.
with my car payment. I was in errors on it, so I ended up going up to Chase Bank, because all these Subies, Chase was the one that financed them, 0% for Subaru. I mailed it as soon as I got it, and then, I got a letter saying I was behind and everything, so I went right up to Chase branch. But, if it's one of these online banks, what do you do?
Right.
Well, it's an electronic system against a manual system, so that thing triggers when it's not there. which
Yeah.
is- so I know it's been tough for Kerry to,
Well, I have since got modernized and switched everything over to online, so.
So Leslie, every one of these adjustments was due to late payment, which was due to the mail?
Yes,
Okay, so there was no.
There was no, like,
toilet
anomalies.
running, no, okay. All right, well, I would make a motion to approve these.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, Ohio Municipal League, OML, the NLC Service Line Warranty Program by HomeServe.
yeah, the mayor got a letter, from OML asking if the village wanted to participate in this program. Mike Chambers is with us, from HomeServe. He's the representative that OML has for the program. So I'm gonna let him kind of explain the program to you, and if you had any questions, I just asked him to be here, so that way he can answer them and not having to have it pass through, so.
All right, welcome, Mike, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys inviting me to the meeting tonight. So, it's been a great program. Take too much time already. I'll answer any questions for you. Just a little bit of a background. This is the last year with Centers that I was really good at this type of program. The infrastructure is going on, especially when it comes to water and sewer lines. The issues with the villages and the cities that I work with to maintain those water and sewer lines in the street. As long as there is a connector that system, we really don't get a lot of attention until there's an issue. And that's the residents of the water and sewer lines. As well as there's a frozen water line breaks, so they're surrounding the school retreat roads, very close to the village. We have to check them out, make sure they're working properly. Most 90% of those lines are bad because of the maintenance and the upkeep of it. So you'll have to, if there are bad areas, this is resident. If there's a big issue, it's on your property, or not have a contractor here, not repaired. And a lot of times the residents get upset, thinking that the village was going to fix this for them. They realize they're responsible for this bad area until they have the problems. Maybe the residents do realize they're responsible. Take $7,000 it can cost to make this repaired. So that's where our program comes in. First off, it's an educational program, and then free public programs, rules on the bill. There's no responsibility. You get some tips on how to keep them working properly. And then secondly, it's giving a chance to transfer that risk for themselves over to the NLC program for a low-cost market warranty. It's for the village. It's a fully turnkey program. There's no marketing, no billing, no fiscal management. There's no cost or anything for the village to participate. And they share a portion of the revenue that's generated from the warranty sales back to the community. The nice part for your residents is it's completely optional. So the village not to participate in a program, it's just something that's simply available to them. If they can choose that way, we have 3 products that they can choose from. External water, they'll cover from the water, external water, from the damage control, all the way to our connected stop for the shuttle. They'll cover everything from leaking, basically anything on stop or waste service. It's all this is offered with no deductible, no scales, no doing inspections. So all the way to do the work. That helps not only keep the dollars there locally, but also to make sure that as we fix the way the village wants all the projects to go, we have. We also offer the program to our residents. It's all done through the program. We don't take that telemarketing or go to our website. We don't worry about residents getting calls. Twice a year, typically once in the spring, once in the fall, we'll offer education out to the residents to know that the program is available if they choose to enroll. Before it's anyone to our residents, we will provide two, make sure you're happy with all the language you sent. Federal workers from the state of Ohio, California, also others across the country. The program's been offered $3 to the city since 2010. This is thanks to the programs in the last 3 years. We fixed over 1.2 million lives across the country. That saved residents over $460 million. It saved us money with better business plans, better rate, customer satisfaction, and in 6 years we were able to torture work from the BBB for companies for business ethics. So that's kind of highlights the program. Just like answer your questions.
Well, so I know sometimes we get things in the mail, and I think it has more to do with gas lines, where they're asking you, hey, you might, I think it's the electric company, like, hey, you're not covered. If you have an accident, it's going to be your problem. You should pay us money. And, I've never signed up for any of those kinds of things, but this sounds like it covers that type of thing for water, sewer, and in-house plumbing.
That's correct. External water lines,
So like there's a freeze and my in-house plumbing line bursts and floods my kitchen. It covers something like that? So a pipe bursts inside my house, like on a cold night, and floods my basement or something. This kind of program covers that?
So Mike, my experience with most of these programs, they have it for appliances. I get 400 calls a day on my car, and most of them are a ripoff. I'm not saying, I'm not saying yours is. I haven't seen one yet that it's to my financial advantage to do. I have a hot water heater. The First Energy's trying to make me pay $10 a month to cover my hot water heater. They're good for 10 years, and I do the math. I overpay them by about $300 on a hot water heater. So I guess I haven't seen the rates for this, but I'm reluctant to give anything to a resident that's going to take advantage of them, anybody that's not financially astute.
$1,000 to have a better. So you can have a better 30 years and
So the residents who sign up, their cost would be what? Give me that again, please.
Actually goes back to the community. You guys can use that available on website with partners and stuff. So they set a fund aside for low-income families and they need help with a water bill. Those funds there. And just put it back into the infrastructure project. You can also decide for royalty if you choose to lower the cost for the residents. So it'll be 5.25 or 7.49.
Anybody else have any questions or?
Why don't we get the rest of the information, the rate sheets, what it covers, and then we can make a better, instead of a.
Have a good
All right,
Hey,
very good.
thanks.
Thanks very much, Mike. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
The speaker on this, you can't tone it down with that?
No,
These speakers out
It's through
here.
the computer. I just emailed Dan. I'm trying
Get
my
him down, that buzzing that we're getting, I mean, we paid too much for this thing to be,
And I,
I'm not blaming you, I'm just saying, get him down, or he charges, He installed it, he recommended it, we did it. It should,
Oh, he's on vacation, so I'm trying to find somebody to help me.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if everything was that loud and we had like 5 of those a meeting, I would resign from council.
I want to do the
Like-
program because I wanted to shut him up.
Ears, I could hear him like he was screaming.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, I'm doing my
Rick
best.
Sire could hear him out of his left ear at his house.
See Rick walk outside.
But actually, it actually distorted his presentation.
Totally.
You couldn't understand some of it because it was so loud.
I'm sorry.
Now, I missed the first 4 minutes of what he was saying because I was looking for volume.
I know, I was.
We're not blaming
I
you,
was
Liz.
trying to find it. I know, things like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
His prices are the same as what the water company, or not water, but the gas company.
I would never spend, I think it came out to $23.49 a month if I had, no way would I ever.
$5 is too much.
Yeah, I would never do it.
Deal.
Well, they can't pay, they're not going to lose money helping you out.
Yeah.
Carl, make sure you're talking to your mic.
Carl, talking to your mic, she said. Yeah, same thing, yeah, the car warranty, an extra 30 a month, and you spend $3,000 and you never use it. I've never bought one extended warranty on anything, but that's me.
Yeah, I think it's overpriced.
All right, let's go on to number 3, the request to explore feasibility to create alternate entrance into Woodsong development.
Okay, 2 residents on Royal Oak approached me about this. I don't know if I should say their names or not, but one was one was a former police chief in Mayfield Heights, and the other one I know real well, too, from American Legion. But anyway, they felt that there should be some alternate emergency entrance, exit to the Woodsong development, just in case of fire or something, if the main one coming up is blocked. Myself, I am not in favor of any kind of another entrance to that development.
There would have to be a catastrophic
I know, I just don't see.
event to close that road down.
And you know what?
Especially to the point of not being able to access emergency vehicles.
Right,
Even if there were a fire in any of those properties in the beginning, you would still be able to go around
I
the
think so.
plaza or to go down the road to be able to get emergency
Could
vehicles
always
in
go
there.
through the back, and I kind of scoped this out through, around where Harbor Freight is, around the back, and cut through the Frisbee golf field there, the Knox Park.
Like I said, there would
Worst
have to be a
scenario.
catastrophic event to shut that roadway
Yeah, I
down.
don't,
Give the
and I,
And then if you did open it,
Yeah.
you have the 5 major things that they've all talked about when they put that development in. It
Well-
would become a bypass route from Georgia to 87. You get the horse and buggy traffic, you get high-speed traffic that's
Right.
going through that doesn't live there, and then better access for
I-
anybody that doesn't belong there.
Right.
They're
And again,
they're closed communities for a reason.
and as we discussed via email a little bit, you know, really where these 2 guys should take their thing to is to the homeowners association.
well, I can tell you what's gonna happen with that.
All right?
It'll be,
Well, exactly, so that's why it should go there first, because then Woodsong can decide if they want to do
yeah.
it.
Well, I told them the very, very reason I got involved coming to council meetings was because of this way back in the day, when I
Right.
first moved here. That's how I started coming to the meetings, and I came to every one, because you who were on council then
Right.
already were talking about some kind of, well, it was actually extending Terra Creek, I believe.
They were gonna do a
That
development
point.
back behind Walmart in between there and
Yeah.
Cloverdale, and then access into Woodsong. And
I told-
everybody from Woodsong, plus their relatives from Miami, Florida, came up to say no.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why when this came up, I immediately sent an email like, why are we talking about this? Nobody
I
wants
did
it.
it,